What's up, guys? Stein back with another video, and today I'm talking about a trick that I use that I think you should use as well because it helps me tremendously with my nutrition, and I think you would benefit from this. So, if you struggle with your nutrition, try this. So, what I'm talking about is I love sweets. I love sweets a lot. Like, I'm really addicted to sweets. I love chocolate, love that kind of stuff. So, basically, what I'm trying to say is you can find healthy ways to get chocolate. For example, they say dark chocolate is good for you. Another example is there is protein powder that is chocolate that's also good for you. There are like other good things that are sweet that I can eat. Fruit, for example. Fruit is sweet and it's good for you. These are three examples of what I love that are sweeteners that I'm getting my sweetness in, and I'm also benefiting because these foods are actually good for me. Where most people go wrong with this is they're addicted to sweets, so they'll have the apple pie, they'll have the cherry pie, they'll have all the candy that are sweets, they'll have all of the cake, they'll have all the brownies, the cookies, all that stuff that is just filled with stuff that is not good for you. So, do I like that kind of food? Yes, absolutely I do. But I notice I feel terrible after eating it, so I've completely eliminated it from my diet. And now I just stick to things like, like I said before, chocolate protein powder, or even things like a protein cookie. They make those nowadays. They make chocolate protein pudding. Like, they literally make, you can substitute these things for these simple. I remember Teaching Men's Fashion talked about this. Let's say if you're comparing, you have a candy bar and then you have a protein bar. It's a perfect example. It's like there's not much more I can say here. A candy bar is terrible for your health. It may taste good, terrible for your health. A protein bar tastes good and it's good for your health. So you're literally getting, this is the way I look at life. This is the way I make my decisions. Every single day I make my decisions based off this, and I advise you to do the same because it's tremendously impacted my life. Because I simply don't make decisions that are bad, that are going to be detrimental to my life. Like I said, it doesn't make sense to me why people would make these decisions that are detrimental to their life. Eating like crap all the time, not exercising. Like, these are simple things that we can do as human beings to better our life, yet people still do not do them, which drives me absolutely insane. Why this actually happens, I don't know why people don't do these types of things. And it's using your critical thinking. Think critically. Think, is this decision going to be better for me, or is it going to be worse for me? If I eat this candy bar, is my life going to be better, or is it going to be worse? If I eat this protein shake, is my life going to be better, or is it going to be worse? You know the right answer. You know the exact answer of what the right decision is. But people make these terrible decisions. I mean, I hear it all the time. Oh, I shouldn't have ate this. And then you end up eating it and you feel like, but this is the hack. This is literally a secret I'm telling you about, because I honestly cannot remember the last time I haven't felt good. Most people don't feel good all the time because they're constantly not exercising. They're not putting the right foods in my body. I do both of those things on every single day. I do both of those things every single day. I don't take days off. So it's like it's no surprise that it's simple because it's a choice. You literally have a choice to eat healthy or to not eat healthy, and it's very, very simple. But this is the hack that I use. I literally use this hack every single day because I love sweets, and it doesn't have to be just for sweets. This can be for, for example, a lot of people are addicted to fries or potato chips. Like, you see this all the time too. Fries or potato chips. Just eat a potato. And a lot of people would say, oh, it's not as good as fries. It's not as good as potato chips. And when people say that, I have no response because I do not eat food for pleasure. Like, I have no sympathy for eating food for pure entertainment and pleasure. I eat food based on what it's going to do for my body and how it's going to help me progress my life forwards, and not eating food just because it tastes good and it's instant gratification and it lasts 5 seconds while you eat it, and then you feel terrible after. Like, that's literally that's the whole thing about delayed gratification and instant gratification. It may taste good now, but you're gonna feel terrible later. So for example, delayed gratification, chicken and rice, very, very basic. It's going to not taste as good, but you're gonna have a ton of energy. You'll be able to go after your goals way harder. You will feel 10 times better. Like, this is literally, it's a simple choice. It's a choice you have to make. It's a choice you must make. Like, this isn't a decision. Like, this is honestly like one of the best pieces of tactics that I use, and I strongly advise you to use this type of tactic when I'm talking about. I'm talking about base foods. Like, eat an apple. Don't drink apple juice. Eat an orange. Don't drink orange juice. Like, we want the base foods. I talked about oatmeal comes from the ground. We talk about all these fruits and vegetables that are grown. Like, we want the base thing. Like I said, a potato, or like, you know what foods are good for you, and you know what foods are bad for you. It's very, very simple. So what you need to do is find the foods that actually taste good for you, and you get the benefit of being healthy. Like, I think that's another misconception, is a lot of people think that healthy food doesn't taste good, but you can find healthy foods that taste good. Like, do you really like unhealthy food that much that you have to eat this and then feel awful about yourself and your weight and all these things? Like, you can find healthy food that tastes good. Like, you can kill two birds with one stone. If you have to decide between two things, choose both. So maybe I'm just lying to myself right now because I just told you to eat for pure nourishment of your body and not eat for pleasure. But now I'm telling you that you can get both. You can eat for tasting the good food and be healthy, but you have to find the things that are healthy for you, that you like, that you personally like, that are going to taste good. Everyone has different preferences, so I don't know what your preference is. I'm just telling you what works for me, and that is simply eating the food for nourishment, for growth every single day, because that's how I go about my life. I don't eat foods for pure entertainment and pleasure, like a lot. Like, pretty much every single person in the world does that. I don't do that. I eat it for the body, and like, don't get me wrong, I love food, but I love food that's good for you. Like, most people are addicted to food in a terrible way. They have food disorders and all the, like, I love food. I'm not sitting up here telling you I hate food and I only eat it for nourishment, which is true, but I make a simple decision to eat this food because it's going to be better for my body, and it's going to last. How long does it take you to eat? However long, 15, 30 minutes to eat the food. It goes in your stomach. You feel better after you eat the good food, and you can move on with your life. But most people are just so addicted to pleasurable foods. They're so addicted to pleasure. Instant gratification. But once you simply change this mindset, it's a mindset hack. Once you simply change this and the way of you viewing things, of, okay, is this going to be better for me, or is this decision going to be worse for me? Like I said, you know the exact decision that's going to be good for you, and you know the decision that's going to be detrimental to your life. Everyone knows the right decision to make. You just have to be disciplined with your life every single day by not taking days off and doing the right things, by making the consistent right decisions every day. So try this nutrition hack out. I hope it works for you, because it definitely works for me. Like, this is a great hack that I use, that I because now I know, like, I'm not eating cookies, I'm not eating brownies, I'm not eating any of this cookie dough. Like I'm eliminating that, but I'm going to substitute it for something that's healthy for me, that tastes just as good because I'm getting my sweets in, but it's also healthy for me. So this is the way you have to make your decisions, in my opinion. And I highly advise you to simply use this trick to better your life, because we all know nutrition is very, very important in our lives, and eating healthy is very, very important. So we keep track of our weight and stay active. So that's the video for today. Like the video, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and we will see you in the next video.